When we discuss the most powerful superheroes, there are always many top contenders. Welcome back, Nerd Squad. I'm Patty D, and this is Top 10 Most Powerful Female Superheroes, Part 2. Number 10, VAMPIRELLA. Created in 1969, VAMPIRELLA is a sinister seductress and has always been a fan favorite and a very popular cosplay. Originally from the planet Draculon, she travels to Earth to hunt down the dark remnants of her own race. Earth's vampires originate from Dracula, who left his homeworld centuries ago and became corrupted by a demonic entity. Her origin has since been retconned and become more complicated, but that's the gist of it. A vampire-inspired superheroine taking down evil demons. She has some awesome powers, including super hearing, perfect night vision, and super senses, allowing her to discern someone's emotional state through their scent. She has a powerful healing factor and is immortal. She's hypnotic and seductive, a skilled hand-to-hand fighter, and knows her way around firearms too. Number 9, Black Canary. First appearing in Flash Comics number 86 in 1947, Black Canary is a classic vigilante superhero who fights crime alongside Green Arrow, who she is usually romantically involved with. She has been a member of Birds of Prey and the Justice League, also known as Dina Drake or Dina Lance, depending on how confusing you find the DC universe. Initially, she was portrayed as a hand-to-hand fighter without superpowers who poses as a criminal to infiltrate gangs, but now she's a master martial artist, proficient in a million fighting styles, reserving her signature move, the Canary Cry, for only the most powerful enemies. It's a super-powered sonic scream that shatters glass and can even kill. The origin of the Canary Cry power has been retconned many times, but originally it was a magical power received as a curse from a wizard. Later is explained to be a metahuman ability. As of the New 52, her ability is the result of human experimentation by the leaders of Team 7. She is an expert motorcyclist, gymnast, and tactician. And fun fact about Black Canary, in 2016, DC Comics released a 3-track album called EP1 to promote her new story, in which she becomes the lead singer of a band that shares her name. You know, like the Archies. Hey gang, before I hit number 8, I need you guys to hit that like button. Thanks so much guys, it really helps us out. Number 8, HAWKGIRL. Female counterpart to the hero Hawkman, Shira Sanders first appeared in Flash Comics number 1 in 1940. She has been a member of the All-Star Squadron and an associate of the Justice Society of America. Centuries ago, she was Che Ara, princess of ancient Egypt. Her and her lover, Prince Khufu, were killed by Hathset with a knife made of an alien material, metal. Now, Khufu and Che Ara are doomed to find one another and fall in love in every reincarnation, only for Hathset to find them and murder them again. Her powers most notably include animal empathy, she can speak to birds, and improved strength, vision, and healing, as well as a vulnerability to deja vu. She sometimes experiences visions or memories from her past lives, which is especially troublesome when it happens in the middle of combat. Number 7. Invisible Woman. Also known as Susan Storm Richards, the Invisible Girl had her big debut in Fantastic Four number 1 in 1961. She has had a storied history, as the origins of the Fantastic Four have been revisited a few times. The team was given their powers when the 4 of them were mutated by cosmic rays testing an experimental starship. She later discovers new powers, including the ability to turn objects invisible and manipulate force fields. She eventually marries Dr. Reed and they end up having a baby. She goes on superhero maternity leave and Crystal of the Inhumans steps in, but this list has nothing to do with superhero children. She has the ability to manipulate color, create psionic force fields, and even travel through the air, projecting psionic force beneath her to create columns of energy traveling in a zigzag flight path. Sue's force fields are incredibly powerful and can even prevent telekinesis from passing through them. Fun facts about Sue: she's an expert sailor, carries a universal translator, and wears a micro-galaxy ring containing 74 inhabited worlds. Number 6. VIXEN. Also known as Mary McCabe, VIXEN first appeared in Action Comics in 1981. She grew up in a small village in Africa and as a child heard from her parents the legend of the Tantu Totem, a token that grants the wearer all the powers of the animal kingdom, if the powers are being used to protect the innocent. She eventually moves to America and begins a successful career as a fashion model, using her wealth to travel around the world. She eventually returns to Africa, stealing the totem back from her evil uncle, Mustafa Maksai. The Tantu totem enables her to tap into the morphogenetic field of the earth, sometimes known as the red. It is the force connecting all animal life and microorganisms in the universe, and tapping into it allows her to access incredible animal powers. She can mimic the abilities of any animal she can think of. Vixen is also a skilled athlete, boxer, and hand-to-hand fighter. One drawback of her powers: if she stays in animal form too long, she begins to become less human and more animal-like, seemingly losing control and risking giving in completely to animal behaviors. The full extent of her power over the red is unknown, but once she cooperated with Animal Man and Tristis, and together they created an entire universe. It's rumored that Vixen will be appearing in DC's Truth and Justice in 2021. Number 5. MERA. MERA first appeared in Aquaman number 11 in 1963, and she's not just the lady version of Aquaman. MERA hails from Dimension Aqua, where DC writers are sent as punishment for coming up with lame dimension names. A criminal named Liron seizes control of the kingdom, and she is banished, exiled off to the Earth dimension, where she meets Aquaman. Liron follows MERA, but working together with Aquaman, she manages to defeat him, and MERA opts to stay with Aquaman in Atlantis. She is an amphibian, possessing gills that allow underwater breathing. She has the power of hydrokinesis, allowing her to increase density of water and create water missiles from hard water. She has exceptional strength and durability, as well as telepathic communication with other aquatic peoples, but not with lesser marine life like Aquaman. No hitching a ride on a whale for MERA. Number 4. Raven. First appearing in DC Comics Presents number 26 in 1980, Raven was part of Teen Titans from the beginning. She was born a half-breed, the daughter of a human mother and a demon overlord father. Fearing for her future, Raven's mother takes her to Azarath, a peaceful reality where she's taught how to control her emotions in order to maintain control of her inherited demonic powers. When she learns that Trigon is coming to her dimension, she vows to stop him and approaches the Justice League, but they refuse her after the magical ZATANNA senses her demonic parentage. Throughout her story, she has been possessed, become a spirit, and once had to find a new body. Raven has the ability to send out her soul self for spying and stuff, but it can also fight and use telekinesis. She can teleport, fly, and use psychokinesis to manipulate matter at the atomic level. She is also tele-empathetic, meaning she can feel the emotions of those around her and absorb others' pain to heal them, or heal herself through meditation. She can generate and manipulate darkness as well, usually in the form of a raven. It's been noted by her demon father Trigon that she only uses a small potential of her power, and if she released her inner demon, she could potentially reach near infinite power. Number 3. Starfire. Starfire comes from the planet Tamaran in the Vega system, where golden-skinned humanoids make up a passionate society driven more by emotion than by reason. Starfire, aka Princess Coriander, had an older sister that was the first in the line of succession, but this sister had a childhood illness that affected her abilities. She became known as Blackfire, and she fled her home after being denied her birthright, aligning herself with a fascist empire known as the Citadel. The Citadel returns and enslaves the homeworld, and eventually Starfire is forced to flee and finds her way to Earth, where she later joins the Teen Titans. Starfire can channel and project energy in the form of star bolts, and when using her abilities in full force, her eyes glow and her fiery hair appears to glow and flicker. She is super powerful, with a unique physiology allowing her to survive even in the cold vacuum of space. She can fly, absorb energy, self-sustain, and assimilate languages through touch. Number 2. Miss Martian. Also known as Megan Morse, she first appeared in Teen Titans Volume 3 in 2006. In the DC universe, there are two versions of Martians: green-skinned, peaceful philosophers, and white-skinned, vicious warriors. The story is, Megan's parents sent her on a rocket to the Vega system, home of the Citadel, to escape from the Martian Civil War. But secretly, she is actually a white Martian, captured by the US government. The exact details of her origin are debatable, but she did have a brief stint with the Teen Titans, not staying for very long. Similar to the Kryptonians, Martians have a different physiology and unique abilities. Miss Martian has a whole host of powers at her disposal, including telepathy, mind control, and telekinesis. She has a variety of visions, including X-ray, infrared, and microscopic. She has the usual super strength, super speed, can phase through walls, and even turn invisible. She has a regenerative healing factor factor and could potentially regenerate an entire body from one severed limb. And now, number 1, ZATANNA. First appearing in Hawkman number 4 in 1964, ZATANNA is an incredibly powerful member of the mystical Homo Magi, a subspecies of magic-wielding humans. The daughter of a famous magician, she grew up in a small house in New York, near the infamous Arkham Asylum. She became a successful illusionist before discovering her true powers while searching for her missing father. She meets quite a few heroes on this journey and returns to her career on the stage, occasionally assisting people in need with her powers. ZATANNA has such a ridiculously comprehensive list of powers, there's no way I could list them all, but check this out. First of all, she can manipulate and create magical elements, anything from fire to water to light. She also has telekinesis, teleportation, reality alteration, and every warlock's favorite, Eldritch Blast. She has the power of flight, force fields, healing, hypnosis. I could honestly go on forever. Fun facts about ZATANNA: she speaks the words in reverse when she's casting a spell, and she's a vegetarian. Also, one of her ancestors is none other than Leonardo da Vinci. Hey Nerd Squad, let's take a look at some comments from my last video, top 10 dark alternate versions of the Avengers. Marco Metz says, so what we learned is that there aren't really many evil versions of the Avengers, except bearded Avengers of course, they are super evil. Bro, you do not want to run into bearded Scarlet Witch in a dark alley at night, trust me. Tantris Bem says, hey, great video, love it when the MC2 universe gets a shout out. It's a better place than Earth 616 is right now. Yes, there's nothing more fun than a story that takes place in another reality, especially when you're going in fresh and you have no idea what direction things are gonna go. I wanna thank all you guys who commented on part 1 of this video. We really love hearing your thoughts and your suggestions. I'm Patty D, and thanks for watching Top 10 Nerd.